This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Recent survey was done asking people, okay, when is the right time to put up your Halloween decorations? And Danny, what's yours? July? Okay, maybe June?
I thought they'd never go down. The same response I always say. You guys take your Halloween decorations down? What are you talking about?
I was going to say, I think anytime Danny shows us a picture of his living room, Halloween decorations are up.
Yeah, I mean, there's extra stuff that goes up. Like our Halloween tree doesn't stay up all year. Come on, guys, okay. We're not ridiculous. But, you know, like all my Haunted Mansion, A Nightmare Before Christmas, and pumpkins stay up all year.
Oh, all right then. Well, I don't feel so bad because I feel like I always get an early start because mine are up. Mine were up. I did it. I did sometime this week. I did it.
We don't have anything. I mean, we have like a little thing up in the front that just says it's fall. It says it's fall. Like, you know, like it's one of those like big wood things, whatever. But man, I think we got to step up our game. That with Tatum getting a little bit older, we got to start doing some Halloween decorations. The neighbors, one of our new neighbors. Man, they put them up, I think, last week, and it's awesome because like they're one of the first houses when you pull into the development.
Yeah,
and they did a bang up job with like the ghosts are moving with those like things. And,
nice,
yeah. Scary monsters.
It's really sad that I know this, but there's a really cool house next to Rev's house that does it up.
Does Rev know that you know this?
I don't know, honestly. Wow. I went to his house one time in October, and I was like, there's an entire graveyard in their yard. This is amazing.
Yeah. Danny yelled at me because I didn't tell him about that.
Yeah, I was like, why haven't I known this for the past 4 years, Rev?
Yeah, I don't do the outside. I only do it for me on the inside. So those are that's all I ever do. But I mean, there are people that I guess that's probably what they're talking about is the outside stuff. First half of October is pretty much what most people say.
Dude, that's funny because I just assumed we were talking outside stuff. Yeah, we do inside decorations. We have like some little fun little like things that we put up on the shelves and stuff, but we haven't done anything on the outside.
I can't wait for you to get inflatables. Cause
I want inflatables so bad, man.
I just got mine. I ordered the Baby Yoda inflatable
That's
Halloween.
Holding a pumpkin.
He's holding a pumpkin with the Mandalorian's face on it.
I think it's taller than you.
Almost.
That is.
Yeah, that is huge. But that looks awesome.
Yep, that one hangs out outside. But I've been decorating. My rule is after my birthday, which is the 28th of August, it's fall. Literally the day after my birthday, it's fall now, so I can decorate. And I do.
The crazy part is if you try to go to a store now to get Halloween decorations, they're all gone because now they have Christmas decorations to sell yet. So
yeah, too late, buddy.
I know. I got to start doing it in July, I think.
Yeah.
It's a reminder.
There are people that, though, there are a lot of people that wait till the second half of October. And but by the time you put them up, you got to take them down.
Yeah, what fun is that?
Yeah, I if I'm going to put work into something, I want it to be up for a little bit, at least a month.
Right, if I'm putting effort into anything, I need at least a month's worth of enjoyment.
The nice thing with Halloween and Thanksgiving and everything, you can put up all your jack-o'-lantern decorations, but then once Halloween's over, you just churn them around, and now they're Thanksgiving decorations.
And then you just put bows on the pumpkins, and then it's Nightmare Before Christmas for Christmas.
There you go.
And then you put hearts on them, and they're Valentine's Day things.
God, you guys are talking about my life.
Yeah, and you put a spatula in it, and it's ready for barbecue season.
Hell yeah!
Get a Uncle Sam hat.
You got it all covered.
Pro
You
tip,
really do.
don't use a real pumpkin, though.
No, because then it just turns into sludge.
Oh, you mean all year long I shouldn't use the real pumpkin?
Yeah, just making sure
Oh, we got pumpkins on our steps. I just remembered.
Yeah!
Oh, no, wait, we have plants. We have one pumpkin. I need to pay more attention to my house.
Yeah. There are 3%.
It's shocking that I even get into my house every day.
Fair enough.
Where's my home? I don't even know what's outside of it.
Yeah, well, then you should actually pull into the house that's got the nicer decorations. If you don't know where you live, at least pull into the place where it looks good.
Right.
3% of the people say they don't think you should decorate until Halloween.
Well, that seems
itself,
kind
the
of
day
strange.
itself. And I'm just like, that's just nuts, man.
Yeah,
How
now
crazy.
going back to putting in effort that you want to do it for a month, you got to put in all that effort for one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe just to prove that, hey, we're open for treats, for trick-or-treating.
If we're
At that point, just have then still a pumpkin outside.
yeah. I mean, if you are doing the outside, which is what we think they're talking about, that is nuts for one day. You pull it all out and then you put it back.
So you just need to get those lights now that change colors.
Yeah.
Like, those are the best things ever. We've got some for our backyard, and I want to put some in the front yard now, too.
Yeah, I want to get those. I saw those at Costco. I mean,
Super cool, man.
I really want to get them, but then you have to put them up. So I got to figure that
Then
out.
you leave them up year round.
Yeah, but you just put them up once, and then they're done. And I mean, you've got people that are able to
I was
in your
going to say,
house.
you have a future son-in-law.
I know. I don't like to be that guy, though. I don't like to bother him. He works hard. He gets home. He's tired. Last thing I want to do is, hey, buddy.
Yeah, but he gets to lay his head down in a home that you provided him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does pay rent, so it's not like he's
Oh.
living here for free.
And up the rent if he doesn't do it.
Up the rent.
I was
if
going
he
to say
doesn't
maybe
do it.
make a
Wow.
discount for him to do it, but I guess upping the rent would work too.
Hey, I'm thinking about increasing the rent. You know, it's times have
Yeah.
changed. Unless
Yeah. I don't know if you've been keeping up with the news, Steve. Unfortunately, you got to give a 6-month notice now. You can't go up on the rent. You got to give him time. So I'm going to have to, by the time I get his rent upped, what's it going to be? July 4th? Whatever the hell.
I'll print a letter and postmark it 6 months ago.
Oh, is that
Wow.
that'll work? Yeah, all right.
And say you didn't get the letter? And then
You
be like,
didn't get the
let me check your drawers, and then conveniently pull that letter out. Like, oh,
Wow.
your drawers.
We have really, this is all about, planting false evidence. I mean, we're really going criminal over here just to get my lights up. All right.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Or you could just ask. I'm sure he would. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, ask. You know what it's like to ask anybody for anything, Rev.
I
You
know,
it's
I know.
not easy.
Send him a text.
Oh, send him a text. That's a perfect way to ask somebody to do something.
Show a picture of where you want to be. Like, you know what would be nice here? Lights.
Yeah. I know. I mean, one of these days, I don't know when, I may actually decorate the outside of my house. I went as far as to get one of those projectors for Christmas, and that's it. And, compared to the
Dude,
rest of
those
the
are the
neighborhood.
greatest invention. I was even thinking now they have them for Halloween because, like, our neighbors,
Yeah.
they have the ones that look like ghosts are flying on their house, which is so cool.
Yeah.
That was like one of the smartest things. Whoever came up with that idea for low maintenance people or just lazy people,
yeah.
you just shove it in the dirt and turn on the light, and you're good to go.
Yeah. And they look good, too. So I don't have one for Halloween. All right, Steve, that's my latest idea.
Well, for $39.99, you can get one on Amazon.
Oh, and it has other stuff too. You can do Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, birthdays, Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
got
can leave
different
this out?
filters.
Yeah.
Oh, I could leave it out all year long.
I want one of those projectors that go on the inside of your house, and then you shine them at the window, and it has they'll have Santa creeping by the window for
like silhouettes
for
and
the
stuff?
holidays. But they also do like ghosts coming up or like graveyard scenes. For,
Oh, the projection kind of looking
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, one of my old neighbors had that. It tripped me out because I'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
I was like, how do they do this?
I didn't even
Those
know.
are cool.
I didn't even know of such a thing. How much is that going to cost me on Amazon?
probably
Vicky?
like
Damn.
$100. Oh, 50.
Oh,
not bad.
$50.
Well, according
All
to this
right.
other one.
All right, that's not horrible.
The only thing I worry about though is that people are going to call the cops on your house because at that point they're going to be like, hey, there's somebody sneaking around inside that house, and then they show up and it's a projector Santa.
Well, I'd hope
Yeah.
that when the cop steps on your porch and they see how ridiculous that was, they'll just turn around and call that person back and be like, leave us alone.
Yeah, lose our number.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And someone said they started decorating their Halloween stuff in September from our buddy Red.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm a September decorator too, Red. Good job. I don't know who went first. Probably Red, because I think I just did mine last Sunday-ish. So, yeah. Well, we've got a woman that reported a fake shooting, and, well, she did it for a very insane reason. Steve's going to tell you all about this. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical for giving us the Miggs Report. And today, it's kind of funny because what we're eating right now, it's a very special day. Granted, they're not homemade, but they're delicious because we just had some crumble cookies in studio.
Yeah, they were.
But it's homemade cookie day.
Ooh. Oh, perfect day. Look at that. That went
I recommend
really well.
Go to Crumble, get some cookies, bring them to your house, and then eat them there, and it's homemade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Close enough.
And they're like homemade, man. Seriously, they are delicious.
They are. You could even throw it in the microwave maybe for 5 seconds. So you say they're
warm it up.
Even more homemade.
Yep.
Yeah.
I recommend their Funfetti milkshake cookie. That one's really good. The peanut brittle cookie, also delicious.
Love the peanut brittle one.
And what was the other one I just put my mouth on? The original golden Oreo cookie piece.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Can we just go right back to commercials so I can eat more of these cookies?
See, you're eating those cookies the way I eat donuts. You can't, you got to cut them, and so you can have a little bit of everything.
Well, we have the crumble cookie cutter.
Yes.
That cuts them into 4 pieces. That's
See
why, that way you don't feel like you're only eating one giant cookie as opposed to 3 giant cookies.
Exactly.
It's also Kids Music Day. I don't know if that means you want your kid to play music or you listen to music for your kids, however you want to interpret it. So I guess I'll be listening to Coco Melon today.
Oh, dude, congratulations.
It's now gotten to the point where she knows that there's Coco Melon music to be heard in the car because we did it once to kind of calm her down. She was having a little bit of a fit. And we're like, the music of Coco Melon will calm her. The minute she gets into the car now, all the time. Coco?
Oh, no.
I don't even get to enjoy my music in my car anymore.
Not anymore, buddy.
How do you deny a child?
Yeah.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Real easy. Say no.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Congratulations.
If your cat asks you to play a song and said it in a cute voice, I think you'd say yes every time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about this woman in Michigan who apparently loved her boyfriend so much that she was willing to report a fake shooting.
Oh, boy.
She was driving with her boyfriend. He was pulled over, and apparently he had some kind of an issue because there was a warrant for his arrest or something along those lines because it was just a routine traffic stop, but they were like, oh, yeah, we're going to have to arrest you. Here's the problem. She thought, you know what? I guess I could get him out of getting arrested by calling in a fake shooting at a nearby hotel, thus making those cops that were about to arrest him to say, we got better things to worry about or bigger and more important things to worry about, and they would leave him alone.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Here's the problem. Some other officers responded to the hotel. They realized there was no shooting, and they traced the call back to her. So not only was he arrested, but she was arrested as well.
There we go.
Love is in the air.
Yeah. See, that's one way to get it done, too. Both go to jail together.
Man, a guy's in trouble because, he decided to come up with a creative way to ride the carpool lane without a passenger.
Oh, wait, now is he at your level, or do you give this guy a nod? What do you do?
Oh, he's above my level. I never put somebody in a passenger seat. I just was an idiot and drove in the HOV lane without anybody in there. Back in my minivan days, it worked out well because I think I always just had that vibe that, I'm in a minivan. They probably think there's kids in the back.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Those days are gone. But this guy decided to do it, and it's perfect for the season. He had a full-size skeleton, and he put it in his passenger seat. And he even put a hat on it, which I thought was funny. I don't know if you can find the picture of his skeleton. But the police did post a photo and joked that our deputy saw right through the ruse and issued a driver a bona fide citation.
Oh, I see what he did there.
And after a sternum lecture...
Oh, here we go.
Deputies wished him bon voyage.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody's a nerdy dork that's in their part of their social media team, and I love it.
I love that person.
Yeah, there's the skeleton rocking a hat. Because that would make people think it's real.
Yeah, well, and I want to know what diet that skeleton's on, because I could use it.
See, I would just pull over and be like, man, traffic was so bad. He's been waiting this whole time.
Dude,
I see. Yeah.
Got stuck in traffic for eternity. It was great.
He was 60. He looked good.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're in the Renton S curves, and boom, deteriorated into a skeleton. What do you want from me, officer? Hey, shout out to all you guys, because my birthday's on Sunday, and you all just surprised me with a bunch of awesome
happy
stuff.
Birthday, buddy.
I appreciate that. The cookies. Rev hooked me up with the original soundtrack on vinyl for Rocky.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. I was like, dude, my wife's going to hate you because on Sunday, that's all I'm going to listen to.
That's pretty awesome.
Especially leading up to the Seahawks game. You're going to get pumped, baby.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a hell of a gift, actually.
Yeah, Starbucks as well. You guys are awesome. Seriously, do appreciate that. Especially your son, BJ. Your son for my birthday just hooked me up with $700 million.
Did he really? Wow, I didn't even know he had that much money on him.
Well, he got me a Powerball ticket.
Oh,
for my birthday.
Well,
it's over. What is it at now?
620, I think.
I think 620. Yeah, that's what I saw as well.
This is a dilemma for you. What are you going to do if you win?
I'm going to retire.
He ain't going to be working here no more. I mean, I should say, what about? I mean, how are you going to share this? Are you going to give any love to Joe since he's the one that got
absolutely. I'll hook him up with like a couple million.
Oh wow! All right, you know what?
More than that, of course.
That'll be great. You'll be doing me a big favor
because he's going to hook you up then.
Well, I don't have to worry about him if he's got at least for a couple of years anyway, unless he blows it all like big head.
Joe and I are going to Vegas.
Yes,
and y'all welcome, of course.
I'm coming too.
And it's going to be we might lose about 20 million of it.
That's fine.
Yeah,
you got 600 more.
Exactly. Right. Oh, I seem to have lost 20 million. Oh well. Got 600 more.
I don't know, man. You give Joe $2 million, and let's just say he takes 500,000 of that and decides to gamble it. He might be able to turn that into a lot more money.
Yeah, I believe that.
He's good at the tables.
All right, Joe. We'll take like a couple million out of that, and we'll just go balls out on the poker table.
Yeah.
Just think, you could put $1 million or so on the Kraken.
Yeah.
To win it all, just in case.
Wow. How about that?
Maybe even a bunch on the Mariners to win the World Series.
How about that, huh?
I don't know if you're paying attention, BJ.
Oh, am I not? Of course I'm paying attention.
Remember, you're like, there's no chance. There's no chance. Well, you look at the wild card standings. The Mariners are currently in a wild card spot.
All right,
they're tied.
Don't count your chickens yet, but yes, they are definitely now. They have their destinies in their own hands. That's the beautiful news.
At one point, there were many people that did not, and I think you as well, did not think that even they would get to this level.
I remember BJ's quote. It was, every other team would need to die for it to happen. Well, but you keep hoping.
Man, you might want to check the pulse of every other team because right now they're tied for a wild card spot.
Yeah, I mean, even now, before last night, they were 26% chance of getting into the playoffs before last night.
Yep.
Now they're 40-something% chance.
Dude.
So I'm not the only one that thought this is almost impossible.
I was optimistic, but of course I was like, this is going to be an uphill battle. But man, oh man, what an exciting time for Mariners fans. Yeah. The Red Sox lost yesterday 6-2 to Baltimore. Thank you, Baltimore. That means Mariners currently are tied for a wild card spot, which is pretty phenomenal with Boston. The Yankees are still a little bit ahead of them, and they actually ended up beating Toronto, which isn't a bad thing because that just means Toronto gets further away from us because they're also trying to get a spot. Right. Tonight, the Mariners are going to be playing the Angels at T-Mobile Park.
What a rocket. This is the last series of the season, and they need to win every game.
They need to win. Just win. They just have to keep winning because, the Red Sox, they're going to be taking on the Nationals, so go Nationals. That's going to be very exciting.
And they're facing, Nationals have a pretty decent pitcher pitching tonight, and there's no designated hitter because they're playing in Washington, which means that could be even more trouble for the Red Sox since, they got to keep one of their players out of the lineup.
And you know what I love? So, before all this was going on, obviously, not a lot of people have been going to Mariners games. It's kind of just crazy times and all that kind of stuff. And so the Mariners players, the people who do show up have been making that place sound like it's rocking. Then you got the players like Mitch Haniger and Kelenic and a bunch of other players who are saying, please come out. We need your support. We need that energy. And I think originally, a couple of days ago, they said they had 5,000-6,000 for each game. Tickets were purchased for this upcoming series against the Angels. There are over 30,000 tickets sold for each game.
That is fantastic. So T-Mobile's going to be jamming.
I think even it's around 35,000 for a couple of the games.
Wow.
There's a potential that it's going to be sold out.
Yeah,
with the way that
fantastic.
Things are going. It's
what
going
a great way to go.
Man, that's going to be some great energy. I got goosebumps just thinking about it, BJ.
Well, you want to be there because this is the biggest final series they've had in, I don't know, since I can remember.
Well, I saw somebody, Brian Floyd on Twitter, some guy, I just thought it was a pretty cool statement he tweeted out there. He goes, I think it's neat that a lot of kids in the Seattle area have probably fallen in love with this Mariners baseball this week like many of us did back in the 90s.
Yeah, and you know what? There's a lot of reason to love this team because they've been winning with pitching. I mean, and some timely hitting, but their pitching is solid, and that's what you need to go into the playoffs is solid pitching. And so I mean, I see a reason to believe in this team. I really do. They got heart. They're the underdog. Nobody believed in them, so they got the chips on their shoulder. And there's a lot of reasons to think these guys can do some damage.
Plus, Danny and I already put down our skin in the game because we said that if the team makes it into a wild card and goes into the playoffs, it actually gets past the wild card one game playoff,
gets into the divisional series,
we're going to get Mariner tattoos.
Yeah. Wow, this could be very possible.
My wife was like, is this going to be a thing now?
I have to be. I mean, this is championship stuff.
Like the other day, my buddy Jack, he saw my leg. He's just like, you already got a Kraken tattoo? I'm like, well, yes, and here's why.
Here's why. And now here's my Mariners tattoo. Here's why.
So go Mariners tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. Big weekend for the Mariners. Tonight, also in Everett, you got the Kraken playing at the Everett Silvertips Arena, the Angel of the Winds Arena. They're going to be playing Edmonton. Last time, played Edmonton, did not go well in the preseason. 6-0, so we'll see if they'll change things up. If you want to watch that game, it's going to be on King 5. The Seahawks are playing on Sunday against the 49ers in San Francisco. That game will be on Fox at 1 o'clock. Sounders at home on Sunday night, taking on the Colorado Rapids, and that's at 7 p.m. Big weekend for Seattle sports. And I don't know if you watched yesterday's Thursday night football game. It looked like the Jacksonville Jaguars were going to finally win a game.
And?
They lose to the Cincinnati Bengals with a last-second field goal.
Oh, nice.
24-21.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
As far as weather, 61 degrees today. That's the major report, and that's what's up.
You're going to be going back and forth on Sunday, too. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
I was just going to say, someone said, Jason from Buckley said he's watching ESPN, and they said the Mariners, the hottest team in baseball.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they are playing some good ball. There's no doubt about it. And and again, I've been confused. So I said, all right, I'm going to go look around at some of these other teams. And damn, Steve, it is just a weird thing. There's a lot of teams where they don't even have 200-300 hitters. Like everybody is below 300, some of them below 250, and these are the teams on top. So, I mean, all of a sudden the Mariners don't look so bad to me. They really look, from an offensive standpoint, if they get the hits at the right time, their pitching will carry them through.
What a difference a week makes with B.J. Shea.
Yeah.
You believe it, baby. We got you on it.
It's hard not to believe they're there. They're actually tied. I mean, when they weren't tied and they had so many hoops to jump through. I mean, Toronto had to be bad. The Red Sox had to get swept by the Yankees. All these things had to happen in order for the Mariners to have a chance. And, of course, they had to keep winning.
Yeah.
And all those things happened, and the odds were so against that. So at this point, there's a little magic. How do you not believe in that?
What a fun time. I mean, it's so exciting.
And Sunday, you're going to have to flip back and forth because it's an afternoon game on Sunday. Yep.
Oh, that's a tough one. I guess that's the beauty of having a cell phone. You watch one game on the cell, other game on the TV.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I don't know if I want to, and I can record one and watch the other and vice versa as long as nobody spoils it. I feel like the NFL might spoil the Mariners situation only because of the fact that, it's a big game. So I don't know what I want to watch, and then I'll just go catch up with the other one the next. It's a tough one. Tough problems to have.
What time is the Mariners game at?
About 12 o'clock. 12:10.
Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, that's going to make things difficult.
See, but do TVs still do the picture-in-picture thing?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't even think so anymore.
I used to still have it available somewhere.
Really? I don't even remember when that was last available.
Oh, okay.
And it might be. I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
It's a software now thing. I know MLB, my MLB Extra Innings package has it, but I don't know about my TV now that you mention it. So that's a good question. That would be cool. I guess I could watch one on my iPad. I'll just have two screens going.
That's kind of what I was thinking, having one of the games on the cell phone. I'll probably put the baseball game on the cell phone and watch football.
You could just go buy another TV for the weekend.
I could.
Oh, wait a minute. I have 2 TVs. Oh, that's right. I've got the TV in the kitchen and you can see both of them.
Well, if I have a TV in the bedroom, I can just go run up and down all day.
Hell yeah, I can get some exercise.
Right, I'll get my steps in.
Good call. Bring
these cookies home, so I feel like I'm earning them.
Good call.
Yeah. I have to say, I believe the Mariners can even lose one game because I think the Red Sox are going to lose 2 out of 3 in Washington.
I hope.
I watched them last night. They are horrible. They really stink. I mean, and that's why I was, everybody asked me, I said, I hope the Mariners get in because the Red Sox don't deserve it. They just don't have good pitching. They just don't. And their hitting is bloated. They only beat up on bad teams. And when they play anybody for a big game, they can't get a hit to save their lives. So right now, I mean, go Mariners.
One texter just said, wild card, we can still win the division. Go Mariners.
Wow, really?
Can we?
I mean, they haven't clinched.
Shot.
Astros have not clinched.
No,
and Mariners are in second place, which would mean that they're 4 games back.
You're right.
It would take a miracle.
So they'd have to win everything. They'd have to win everything, and I think Houston
Astros
would probably
have to lose everything.
Yeah, that's how it. Wait, look, who knows?
And Houston hasn't been playing all that great.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to say no to it because when I said no to the wild card, look where they are.
I thought I saw somewhere that Houston already clinched.
They don't have the little box next to their name. I'm looking at the standings.
Steve is right. I have not seen Houston with the clinch yet.
They need a little box.
Oh no, there's
a little X there.
Well, they made the Y means something. What the hell does the Y mean? Y means
they won the playoffs.
No, Y means they won the division. Oh. So Houston won the division.
Yeah.
What the hell, Google?
Seattle is eliminated. Yep.
Damn texters.
Yeah, I'm looking on ESPN right now. So
yeah.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Typical Mariners disappointing me.
Wow.
In seconds.
In 5 minutes, they just fell out of the division.
Yeah, they clinched last night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I remember hearing that because they beat the Rays. So even though Houston, is having a tough time, the Rays are a team they'll have to probably play to, or at least think about playing, unless the Mariners beat the hell out of the Rays if they get in there, which would be cool.
So it said you're 4 out with 3 games to play due to math. Math in the morning? Don't even.
Yeah, don't even try that.
Try some slack.
Especially
don't
on a Friday.
Yell at us.
Come on.
Yell at the texter.
Texter's fault. I'm going to give that texter's number out on the air.
Give that texter
206-699-6969.
Nice.
I hope someone doesn't have that number because that would suck.
I feel like someone's got to have that number.
But I feel like then you should call that person every day and be like, nice. And then hang up on it.
Oh, yeah, that would be lovely.
Imagine someone has that and they're listening. Bro, why'd you give my number out?
Oh, no. Jerk.
I just spent years trying to get this number.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
Finish the title of the film Miss Peregrine's Home for Particular What?
Birds.
No.
Orgies.
No.
Wow.
Apples.
No.
Yeah, Steve did not know that the answer was children. I don't think he would have answered orgies if that was the
case. No. You should have edited that part out.
Yeah, sorry. And also the kids, because that would be very particular, but instead the kids were peculiar.
Yeah.
All the way around, this was just a weird question that Steve got wrong. But you know what? You still have a shot at playing Beat Migs, 206-421-ROCK. We'll do that at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.